From daring designs to limited production runs, these elusive machines will leave you amazed. You won't believe the incredible tales and stunning performances hiding just beneath the hood. So let's explore these extraordinary vehicles that have been forgotten by time.
The Excalibur SS is a unique car with an interesting history. It was designed by Brooks Stevens for Studebaker in the style of the 1928 Mercedes-Benz SSK. Studebaker's president, Sherwood Egbert, asked Stevens to create an eye-catching vehicle for the company's motor show display to generate buzz. Stevens came up with the concept of a car that had modern components, but the look of a pre-war exotic car, specifically the Mercedes-Benz SSK. In 1963, the prototype debuted at car shows. It was built on a Studebaker Lark convertible chassis and powered by a 290-horsepower Studebaker 289 V8 engine. However, Studebaker stopped making engines in December 1963, so Stevens had to find a new engine supplier. He got engines from General Motors through his connections with GM executives Ed Cole and Simone Bunky Knudsen. These were 300-horsepower Chevrolet 327 engines used in the Corvette, which made the lightweight 2,100-pound Excalibur a high-performance vehicle. It could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 6 seconds and had a top speed of 134 miles per hour with the standard rear axle. Sadly, Studebaker went out of business by the end of the year. Still determined to produce his car, Stevens started his own company, SS Automobiles, with his sons William and David. They only made one product, the Excalibur, a neoclassic luxury car. Excalibur production began in 1965, initially using a Studebaker Lark chassis and a Chevrolet Corvette engine with 300 horsepower. The car was impressively fast due to its light weight of around 1 ton. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 6 seconds and reach speeds over 130 miles per hour. Even with a high price tag of approximately $7,000, equivalent to over $60,000 or 43,000 pounds today, there was enough demand for the Excalibur to be commercially successful. In 1966, Stevens introduced a 4-seat Phaeton model alongside the 2-seat Roadster. The Excalibur Series 2 launched in 1970 with a 350 cubic-inch Chevrolet V8 engine, disc brakes on all wheels, and a slightly longer 111-inch wheelbase for more interior space. The company went bankrupt in 1986 but was revived multiple times. Excalibur production lasted until 1990, with over 3,500 cars built in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The Excalibur Series 2 is the rarest model, with only 342 units produced compared to 359 of the Series 1. The 1949 Veritas Scorpion is a remarkable automobile that emerged in the challenging years following World War II. When the German car industry was struggling, a small company called Veritas saw an opportunity. 3 German soldiers, Ernst Loof, Georg Meyer, and Lorenz Dietrich, founded Veritas with the dream of building sports and racing cars. Ernst Loof, a former BMW engineer, used his knowledge of the pre-war BMW 328 as the foundation for Veritas's designs. This approach quickly brought success, with a Veritas car driven by Karl Kling winning a race at the Hockenheimring in 1947, just after the company was formed. Like many small car companies at the time, Veritas initially focused on auto racing and then used those track-proven designs to create exciting road cars. The Veritas RS sports car served as the basis for their first regular production models, including the Comet Coupe, Saturn Coupe, and the Scorpion Cabriolet. In 1948, Veritas relocated and concentrated on building road cars like the Scorpion. Although based on the RS, the Scorpion had a more elegant and reserved appearance. It featured advanced technology for its time, such as independent front suspension, a de Dion rear axle with telescopic shock absorbers and longitudinal torsion bars, a 12-volt electrical system, a 5-speed transmission designed in-house, and a 2.0-liter engine derived from the BMW 328. Veritas produced just over 75 cars before ceasing operations, and being absorbed by BMW in 1953. This limited production makes Veritas cars, especially the Scorpion, extremely rare and valuable. Only a handful are known to exist in Europe, with even fewer in the United States. The 1949 Veritas Scorpion Spider featured a 2.0-liter inline-six engine producing 100 horsepower at 4,750 revolutions per minute, allowing a top speed of 147 miles per hour. The car had an aluminum body on a tubular steel frame and a 5-speed manual transmission. Only 22 examples of the 1949 Veritas Scorpion Spider were produced. In 2015, a rare and award-winning 1949 Veritas Scorpion Cabriolet sold for an impressive $907,500, highlighting the desirability and value of these unique post-war German sports cars. The Tucker 48, also known as the Tucker Torpedo, is a car that embodies innovation, ambition, and the vision of its creator, Preston Tucker. After World War II, the public was eager for new car designs, but the big three Detroit automakers had not developed any new models since 1941 due to their focus on producing war materials. This opened up opportunities for smaller automakers to develop new cars more quickly. Preston Tucker, a maverick in the auto industry, took on this challenge and dreamed of building a car that was ahead of its time in design, safety, and performance. In 1948, he introduced the Tucker 48 to the world. The Tucker 48 was a rear-engine, rear-wheel drive car powered by a 335 cubic-inch 5.5-liter flat-six engine mounted horizontally, producing 166 horsepower. One of its unique features was the Cyclops center headlight that turned with the front wheels for better visibility. Safety was a top priority in the Tucker 48's design, with a padded dashboard, laminated safety glass windshield, and a passenger crash compartment. All innovative features for the 1940s. The car's rear-mounted aluminum flat-six engine, originally designed for a helicopter, combined with its special suspension system, gave the Tucker 48 impressive performance. However, the Tucker 48's production faced financial difficulties and legal issues, resulting in only 51 models being made. This scarcity, along with the car's groundbreaking design and the fascinating story of its creator, has made the Tucker 48 a highly sought-after classic car. Today, a well-maintained Tucker 48 can command a high price at auctions, sometimes selling for over $1 million. The 1948 Tucker 48 represents an amazing chapter in automotive history, reminding us of the spirit of innovation and the power of pursuing a dream. Preston Tucker's legacy endures in every surviving Tucker 48. The 1971 Momo Mirage. It all started when Peter Kalikow, an American businessman, and Alfred Momo, a master mechanic and car importer, became friends. They would often discuss their dream car, comparing existing high-performance and luxury models with what they thought would be ideal. Kalikow decided to take matters into his own hands and build his perfect car. He outlined the general design, while Momo provided technical support and industry contacts. Kalikow even bought Momo's company to help make this dream a reality. The two traveled to Italy in search of someone to build the car's chassis. They eventually met Giulio Alfieri, a former Maserati engineer, who agreed to build the chassis in just 90 days. However, when they returned to check on the progress, little had been done. So they approached Vittorio Stangelini, who owned a small company that built sports cars and racing vehicles. Still needing someone to design and build the car's body, Kalikow met Derek Herlock from AC Cars. Herlock suggested they reach out to Pietro Frua, who had styled a similar car called the AC Frua. Frua agreed to make a body and provide a completed version 90 days after receiving the chassis from Stanguellini. The Momo Mirage is a rear-wheel drive coupe with a front-mounted 5.7-liter V8 engine. It has a 3-speed automatic transmission and was designed to fill a gap in the market for a luxurious and high-performance 4-seater. The first Momo Mirage was completed in the summer of 1971, featuring an LT1 engine with a quadrajet carburetor and a hydromatic transmission. It was painted a beautiful dark metallic red. One of the most interesting things about the Momo Mirage is its rarity. Only 6 of these cars were ever made between 1971 and 1972, making it a truly unique piece of automotive history. The Momo Mirage represents the vision and determination of its creators, combining American ambition with Italian craftsmanship. The 1964 Griffith Series 200, also known as the TVR Griffith 200 in the United Kingdom, is a sports car with an interesting history. It was the creation of Jack Griffith, who wanted to build a car that could outperform the Shelby Cobra. Jack Griffith was an American GI who fell in love with sports cars while serving in Europe during World War II. After the war, he owned an MG and later became a Ford franchise owner on Long Island, New York. Griffith was also one of the early Cobra dealers and raced one of Shelby's cars in SCCA competition. The idea for the Griffith Series 200 came about during a dinner with Carroll Shelby, where Griffith claimed he could build a car that could beat an AC Cobra. His first attempt involved putting a Ford V8 engine from Mark Donohue's AC Cobra into a TVR Grantura, which didn't work but sparked further discussions. Griffith asked TVR to provide him with modified TVR Grantura chassis without an engine or transmission, and they agreed. To make the engine and gearbox fit, some chassis triangulation was removed compared to the Grantura Mark III, and parts of the chassis were hammered until the drivetrain could be installed. The Griffith Series 200 was powered by either a standard 195 horsepower, 4.7-liter, 289 cubic inches, overhead valve Ford small block V8 engine, like those used in Ford Mustangs of the time, or an optional K-code, high power or hypo V8 with similar displacement that produced 271 horsepower, similar to those used in the Shelby GT 350. The combination of high power, short wheelbase, and light weight reportedly made the cars challenging to handle. Despite their performance, only 192 Griffith 200 were produced in the U.S. before the model was replaced by the TVR Griffith 400. The Griffith Series 200 is a rare vehicle, with only 192 examples built before it was succeeded by the TVR Griffith 400. Today, a Concours Condition 200 model can sell for as much as $140,000, while an average car needing some work can fetch between $60,000 and $80,000. The Griffith Series 200 was followed by the Griffith Series 400 and the Griffith Series 600 before the company closed down. Despite the challenges and limited production, the Griffith Series 200 left a lasting impact on the world of sports cars. Its blend of a lightweight body, powerful engine, and compact design set a standard for future sports cars and remains a testament to Jack Griffith's vision and determination.